increasingly, the majority of the people I encounter are well-intentioned, just not informed about it. And that's in the university setting. Outside the university setting, I've been very, very reticent to share it with people because, as I mentioned earlier, the only time you hear about bipolar in the news is when something horrible happens. The last time I heard about bipolar in the news was when a guy was running onto the tarmac at Miami International Airport and the security officer shot him. And, we have a person, a lawyer who handles some of our family business, and I had to share with him the other day that not only did I have bipolar, but that half of my family does, and he's a very old gentleman, and I was having quite a bit of trouble judging his reaction. Yeah. I don't know, I couldn't tell what his reaction was. He didn't say anything, asinine, but, I couldn't tell whether it was a positive reaction. But one of the questions I frequently ask, I used to talk to Dr. Megan a lot before she got promoted, and I would ask her the same question once a semester probably, is when I go out into the workforce, or say I apply for a doctoral degree at another university, at what point do I tell people this? And, although we've had that discussion several times, we never arrived at a good answer. Because there's not a good answer. Because if I'm in the interview process, in the same room, with people from some university be a professor, if I tell them I have bipolar disorder, that may, even though it's against the law, that may eliminate me from the selection process right away. And if I'm applying for a job at, say, a corporation, that's the last thing they want to know. Like this semester, I took my letter of accommodation to a professor. I was, mid-level doctoral student. I do research. Occasionally, I take classes. And I took my letter of accommodation to this professor, and the professor point blank said, can you tell me what your disability is? And I said, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. And the reason being is I want my work and my CV to speak for me, and not the taboo or the stigma that's associated with bipolar disorder. But I do need that letter there to say, should things go terribly wrong, that I'm not, just blowing off your course. I had a number of times, specifically in my bachelor's degree, when I was being mistreated, when I was being misdiagnosed, and things were very, very complicated, where faculty just, refused to give me accommodations. And the people from the, what was then SSD, I think they changed the title, but they had to intervene with the faculty member, and sometimes that didn't work, and sometimes they had to go to the dean of the college or the chair of the department and kind of stimulate intervention.